loosen you up with that music a little bit today. So thanks for joining us. This is the Ski Summit Show. I'm your host, Matt Dayton. Got Benji with Benji Does is my sidekick and live producer. Thanks for being here, Benji.
Unmute myself. It's good to be here. Yeah, I was enjoying the music.
I love it. So we're going to talk about everything real estate in Summit County. This is going to include local news that has to do with real estate. This is going to include going behind the MLS curtain, showing you some highlighted properties. And today, I've got a special guest. I've got Athena Damianos.
So close.
Are you Italian?
Greek,
even better. So she's joining us from Luna Lending. Athena came onto my radar like less than, I don't know, it's been like within the past year. And I didn't know her. And all of a sudden, it's like I'm seeing her everywhere. And I think it's just a testimony to the hard work that she puts in. Not only to just like getting, the word out to promoting Luna Lending, but also the hard work she puts into her clients and customers. So and some of those that require the most hard work are people that are on the lower end of the affordability scale, to be honest. And Athena's just proven that she's really willing to dive into those and give those folks what they need to get there. So yes. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm really happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, it's an interesting time to be a lender, isn't it?
It's been a wild ride, definitely. There's ebbs and flows to the market, and I really don't prescribe to the doom and gloom narrative.
Yeah.
It's true, there's challenges in front of us, but I'm more of a believer that we identify those challenges and then we strategize and how to overcome them, pivot.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of lemons out there, but there's some lemonade to be made. Right?
There's still lemonade to be made.
We're gonna make some lemonade. So and speaking of the news, just a quick overview. We've got local news. Like I pulled up a few articles that we had. One about the Smith home sites. And that's going to be a lot of local Smith Ranch apartments that are out there. Those are coming on. We've got some opportunities there. We've got opportunities with the state of Colorado kind of getting more involved. I'm sure you've seen some of that. Mm-hmm. Just and recognizing that it's like, oh, we really do kind of have a housing crisis, and they're seeing it, and they're trying to work on ways to solve this. And ultimately, and first-time home buying programs, but really, we're trying to do our part too. So that's something that's coming up really soon here with Athena and Luna Lending, the Luna Loves Heroes. Hold that pretty nice little flyer up there. So this is going to be something that we're doing really soon here. The Luna Loves Lending program. I feel fortunate to be brought in and be a part of this. But just so a quick touch on that. What is the Luna Loves Lending?
Luna Loves Heroes.
Luna Loves Heroes.
Luna loves lending too. Luna does love lending. So the Luna Loves Heroes program is our attempt to kind of give back to local heroes and promote home ownership with our local heroes. And it really, it happens with partnerships like with you, Matt. And so your excitement about the program is really what helps drive it. And so I'm happy to be partnered up with it. But, we're trying to put opportunities for homes to those who might think it's not attainable.
Yeah. So there's a focus group. I mean, it's a little bit more specific than like maybe first-time homebuyer program or anything like that. This one is focused on our heroes. Who are our heroes? Like who are we?
Yeah, so one of the things I love about the Luna Loves Heroes program is it's really inclusive. So not only are first responders like police, firefighters, EMT, healthcare workers, but we're also including teachers, social workers, my personal favorite, because I feel like they're often overlooked and underserved, the employees of 501c3 nonprofits. These are people who really do great work in our community and are overlooked. And we at Luna Lending, we think they're heroes too.
Yeah. So just seeing a challenge
Mhm.
in the community,
Mhm.
seeing the people that we really, really need
Yes.
to be here to make everything function, and trying to come up with a solution to help with that. I love it.
Yeah, it's just so important because these are the people who drive our community. And as we know, housing in Summit County is really difficult. So any little piece that we can do to help promote home ownership to the people who are making our community thrive is important.
So what are some of those things that are benefits of being part of this?
Right. So, any hero can give me a call. And essentially what happens is we're offering perks for you. So Luna Lending is going to pay for your appraisal up to $750. And then Matt is generously, donating out of his commissions $1,000.
I am?
Wait. Oh, did you not get that email?
Oh, yeah, happy to do that.
To those heroes closing costs. And there are other hero home buying programs out there, but what's different and special about ours is that we're not middlemanning the discounts and the credits and the rebates. Anything that we're offering is direct money back into those heroes' pockets. We're not taking cuts.
Yeah.
This is just something we're trying to do our little part in the community.
Yeah.
And on top of that money back in your pocket, we also have partnerships with a lot of other local businesses, pest control inspectors, some home insurance incentives, even some companies that offer, windows and siding and things like that. They're all getting on board to really help our heroes in the community.
Home ownership's expensive. You can take every avenue, every bit you can.
It is.
Absolutely. And so where are we doing this and when are we doing this?
So March 25th, we are going to be at 3rd and Granite at the Frisco Community Center, which also dubs as the SOS Outreach building. I like to make the distinction that this is not the senior Frisco Community Center.
Made that mistake.
This is at 3rd and Granite. There's lots of free parking. We're going to have some food and snacks, and we invite all heroes in the community to come join us. We're going to talk about this program a little so that you have a better understanding of what you get out of it as the hero. We're also going to give you the resources to see what other housing programs are available to us. We have the Housing Authority, we have Housing Helps. There's a bunch of other programs around the county that you might not know about. So we're going to highlight those. And then to me, it's really important that when we're talking about home buying, we're not just setting goals, but we're setting actionable goals. Because without actionable steps to get there, a goal is just pie in the sky.
Yeah, absolutely.
So everybody's going to leave with a roadmap on, if they're not ready now, what they need to do to get there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great opportunity to pick our brains.
Perfect. Looking forward to that. So definitely if you can join us on March 25th, that would be great. So, so we talked, so that was question number one, just talking a little bit about Luna Loves Heroes and lending. And then what are you seeing in the interest rate front? That's certainly a huge topic. Love to hear a little bit of your insight as to where you think that is. And,
Yeah. Interest rates. It's the question of the day, right? I get this question asked all the time. What's the interest rate today? And it's a very funny question to me because an interest rate without any context really doesn't have any meaning. Interest rates need to be looked at in line with the home buyer's goals, their out-of-pocket expenses, and their ideal monthly budget. So that's the first thing I'll say about interest rates.
Really, it comes down to, does it fit within your life and what you,
right.
It's not what's the saying, date the rate,
marry the house, date the rate.
There you go. So I knew there's something marrying and dating. I couldn't come up with that exactly. But gosh, because like in the 70s, I mean, what were our interest rates back then? I mean, we had
historically, the average interest rate is a 7.75%.
Okay.
I think our peak was in 81 at an 18.6%.
Ouch.
My mom recently told me she remembers buying a home that year, and she remembers how excited she was that she got a rate at 15%. Instead of 18.
That was like, get this thing paid off as quick as you could, because this is this is insane. So, but gosh, I mean, now you got people that got in and they're at like 3%. Do you think we'll ever get back to 3%?
That's a really great question, and it's a great point to bring up. It's really important that people don't get stuck and fixated on those historically low rates that we saw in 2021 and the beginning of 2022. That is the outlier on the rate chart. That's not something we're going to just find ourselves back at.
Right.
And it's important that we're not comparing today's rates to that. We really need to, make sure that we're not missing out on opportunity waiting for 2% to come back. Because what happened in that time is the Fed was buying mortgage-backed securities to promote the economy during the pandemic.
Super artificial.
It was artificial, so now the Fed is desperately trying to reverse that.
They did it. They put too long, in my opinion. As far as just the free money thing, it's like somebody got to pay for that free money at some point.
Exactly. There can be a lot said about the Fed's approach, but that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, exactly. So on that note, like, what do you have some projections? Or it's like nobody's got the crystal ball, but based on kind of what we're seeing the Fed doing, do you have kind of any thoughts or projections for what we might see to come?
Yeah, what we might see, rates are driven by data.
Right.
Rates just don't pop up. They're driven by the data. And we had some really positive data indicating that inflation was cooling. Interest rates move with inflation. And so as inflation cools, so will interest rates. Inflation's not cooling as quickly as we hoped it would.
No.
And so, the Fed is going to continue to try to fight that with the Fed fund rate hikes through the rest of the year. It's always important to remind people that the Fed fund rate is not, it's not synonymous with your mortgage rate. I get that question a lot. Oh, the Fed hiked the rate 0.75% today. Does that mean my interest rate is 0.75% higher? So that's not how it works.
Right. That's a good point.
The Fed fund rate is the cost of banks lending overnight.
Right.
And so that affects lending, of course, but don't worry when these hikes happen. That's not, your interest rate isn't going whoop.
No, not tomorrow, maybe. Maybe it's already happened too. I've heard that.
Yes, that is actually mostly the case, is the rates. We know these hikes are coming. They're anticipated.
Yeah.
So the investors, the lenders, they've already baked in these changes. So there isn't going to be.
By the time we hear about it, it might have already happened as far as mortgage rates go.
Exactly.
That definitely makes some sense. So, well, awesome. Well, one of the things I wanted to point out about Athena is just your involvement in the community with this, also with the BOEC, near and dear to my house.
Yes.
My dad started the Breckenridge Outdoor Education Center for Adaptive Learning back in the 70s. And the SOS Outreach Society, Summit Advocates, and member of a lot of other things with Summit County. So thanks for doing that.
Yes.
I don't know how you find time to eat and sleep with everything you do, but
it's the old adage is true. There's not there's not enough hours in the day.
There isn't. So awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes.
And we're going to dive into a little bit onto how's the market. So I wanted to share with you guys some quick stats that we're seeing. So bear with me one second. And we're going to take a look at our Summit County and as a whole. I think, Chris, give me a positive if you can see my screen there.
Oh yeah, I can see your screen. We're doing good.
Sweet. All right, so we got Keystone. I'm going to take a quick look at, let's just do Summit County. We're going to take a quick look at all of Summit County for our local stats and most recent. So if you can kind of see what we've got here, I'll blow this up for you a little bit.
It looks like it might be on a different tab or something.
Oh yeah, here, thank you. I can only see my screen, so share this tab. Okay.
There we go, much better.
Sweet. So our new listings, you can see we're actually down on our new listings, which is keeping our inventory lower. Sold listings are down as well. So you've got a really close correlation between number of listings sold and number of new listings, which is kind of keeping our prices up a little bit. So this is looking at single family homes. One of the things Athena and I were just talking about is how stats for can vary so much up here, but it's like when you're looking at a month, you don't have a ton of data you're looking at. So sometimes they can be really skewed. But in general, you look at our month supply of inventory. We've talked about that some. How does our month supply of inventory work? Well, that's if nothing else new came onto the shelves to sell, how long would it take to sell what we've got? So we're still at that very low month supply of inventory. That said, there are some new opportunities out there. And Chris, show us some of those new listings that we've got here from I've kind of pulled out some of the lower price listings that we could find, some opportunities just to show that it's like, well, you don't have to have $1 million to buy something in Summit County. So just starting out here, we've got this one is
Grandview Drive, number 9 in Breckenridge.
Yeah, so you got a condo in Breckenridge. Now this is deed restricted, so this isn't for everybody. The occupant has to live in the place. The occupant that lives in the place has to work in the county 30 plus hours a week. But my gosh, you got an awesome place. You like walk to skiing, walk to the ski shuttle,
washer dryer,
right? I mean, come on, does life get any better? Like. You can wash your long underwear at the end of a ski day. Place to sleep. No pets in this building, so be aware of that. And there is a 3% appreciation cap. So, it's from an investment vehicle. It's not going to probably be for a lot of people, but it's a roof over your head, and you're not spending money on somebody else's mortgage and your building equity. So I think it's
a great jumping point to get into the market.
Yeah.
It's great for some folks. It's not great for others, but that's every opportunity.
Yeah. So let's see the next one. So Dillon Valley, this would be a full market rate place. It's a 2-bedroom condo. Anybody could buy this, $500,000, and it's going to be inside Summit County, easy to get to a lot of the different ski areas, easy to get to Denver, access down there, and they've got a pool associated with this HOA, which is kind of nice for an amenity. And for a 2-bedroom condo, you got some options.
They got Jack Skellington.
Take down some decor, but hey,
yeah, for sure.
What's great about these market value opportunities too is that buyers have more leverage putting in offers on these properties right now.
They do, yeah. It's like, you remember that the turd in the pool?
Oh, I remember the turd in the pool.
Yeah, turd in the pool is the high interest rates, and the opportunity. It's like everybody's gotten out of the pool, and it's like I said, it's adult swim time. Time to get in there and get some laps in. It's just swim around the turd. But honestly, it's there are some opportunities because it's not the feeding frenzy that we saw. My gosh, it's like
buyers were giving it away a few years ago. They were waiving inspections. I mean, definitely more leverage for buyers now.
Yeah, now you can negotiate. You can negotiate off price. You can get inspections. Look for those properties that have been on the market a little while though. If it's got everything and everything you ever wanted, well, chances are there's a few other people that think the same thing. So so this is another little 1-bedroom. This one is deed restricted, but great location between Breckenridge and Frisco, a newer built condo complex. And so that was a good opportunity. That's Highfield Trail. Yeah, great central location for Summit County. Highlands. Yeah, that's a Highlands condo. Lodge Pool up in Silverthorne. These are also good space. You get a little more square footage for the money, market rate place. So those are worth checking out. Wilderness, you got National Forest right there. I went skinning up buffalo here recently.
Wow.
So yeah, my wife has a family had a dog that I think climbed buffalo 10 times, but
You
that's
said-
right there at the back door.
You said skinning?
I should probably clarify on.
Yeah, I'm from Arizona. I don't know what the heck skinning is.
We're not like shooting rabbits, I promise. So that's like what I'm doing when I'm going up to the top of A Basin, the Arapahoe Basin in the morning, sending you to those videos. I'm skinning up to the top of Arapahoe Basin. So I'm putting what's called a climbing skin on the bottom of my skis that helps me go up the mountain. So yeah, skinning up a mountain is not what it sounds. Good clarification. I appreciate it. What else? What else do we say? Yeah, going for a ski. We have some weird Summit County or mountain lingo.
It is, and I still I just got into cross country skiing
Good.
this year, and sometimes I say Nordic skiing and people look at me funny, and I'm cross country skiing. I mean cross country skiing.
What is Nordic? Yeah, exactly. Us Nordos. So anyway, yeah. So that's a good one. Let's see.
808 Ryan Gulch Road in Silverthorne.
Yep. So another good. Actually, this is a great opportunity for a 2-bedroom. This could again market rate place. These ones are small. Like the bedrooms are really small. You got a little kitchen, you got a little living room, but I mean it is a 2-bedroom and it is under 400,000.
Wow.
So
Wow.
be cool to see a local jump on that because there's an opportunity as well, and I think they have pretty reasonable HOAs in there too. So those HOA fees can certainly add up here, especially when you start throwing in amenities like swimming pools and racquetball courts and whatever else.
This is the last one that I have, and this is 1001 Grandview Drive, number 3 in Breckenridge.
Yeah, so another one like that first one we looked at, and this one is going to be a another deed restricted property, and the applicant has to work 30 hours a week. You do have to again go through the Summit Housing Authority for this 3% appreciation cap, a lot like that first one we looked at. So, but certainly the great location, Breckenridge, and good opportunity for a local working person to get into. So, anyway. Well, that is all we have for today, unless I'm missing anything, Chris.
Yeah, you're missing the real estate tip today.
Oh, kind of just incorporated all the tips.
Did you show me this already? Did I miss that?
No, it was really me just incorporating Athena into the real estate tips. So she had lots of great tips. So
yes,
I didn't have a specific call out.
We can definitely talk about some of the tools that buyers are using right now to keep their monthly payments down.
That is one thing we didn't touch on, so that would be super helpful.
Yeah, we saw some deed restricted properties just now. We saw some market value properties. One of the benefits to the market value properties is that we can utilize some tools to help our buyers. Out-of-pocket expenses and monthly payment is really important for buyers.
Yeah.
And so when we see these properties that have been sitting a little bit longer because of the climate of the housing market right now, that's a great opportunity to try to utilize seller credits, possibly some temporary buy downs or permanent buy downs.
Yeah.
And it's very important to get out there that utilizing seller credits goes way farther for the buyer than price reductions.
Monthly payment. Yeah, absolutely.
It's huge.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, and you can get the seller in a lot of situations if they've been on the market a little more, negotiate that into the deals. So yeah, no, thanks for bringing that up.
Yes, it's and it's advantageous to the sellers.
Yeah.
Doing a smaller price reduction versus a larger utilizing seller credits instead of a larger price reduction.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more money in the seller
That
pocket.
is actually a true. There aren't very many true win-wins. We say win-win, but
Right.
it's usually a win-win is like a give. But this is a true win-win.
It's
So,
a win-win. Yeah.
that's cool.
We want to keep payments down for buyers. There's some tools out there for that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for being here.
It was a pleasure.
Benji, thanks for hosting and keeping us on track.
Man, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So thank you everybody for joining us. This was the Ski Summit Show. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a like below, share us on social media, share us with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to check out the description for some links below. We mentioned some things in the episode. I'm Matt Dayton, Ski Summit Show. This is Athena joining me from Luna Lending, and we'll see you in the mountains soon.
Thanks, everyone.